Hello, I'm here with Professor Sharlene Walker, and Sharlene, is a member of the National Advisory Council for the Race to the Top Appalachian Renaissance Initiative grant. So you were brought on for a lot of different reasons, but so how can you contribute to what's going on here today?
Okay, I think one of the things that I bring here is the fact that I'm a native of Hazard, which is right in the heart of Appalachia. And I was on the Appalachian board at University of Kentucky, where I'm Vice President of Multiculturalism and Inclusion at Bluegrass, which is about diversity. And I think the diversity, as we look at the diversity of Eastern Kentucky and Appalachia in general, it's oftentimes overlooked. People think that there's not a lot of diversity in Appalachia. There's a lot. Sometimes it's right in front of your face and you don't see it. But I think I can bring a different perspective in that area with questions. There are already a lot of innovation in what these people are doing with these students in this classroom, but I want that to not be just depicted as something that's just one culture. I want it to be represented across the board.
What have you picked up, learned today? I'm sure you've had a chance to go to different presentations, so what's your overall observation about what's going on here today?
I think it's amazing that the innovation that these teachers have brought into the classroom, it's invigorating not only for the students, but from what I've seen today, it's been invigorating for the teachers themselves. I think they're learning as they teach, which I think is, the fundamental basis of education is for everybody to learn, not just the student, but the teachers as well. And I think they're really doing that. They're bringing new ideas. The technology that they're using is great, and a lot of the students' technology is somewhat new to them, so the students are teaching too, and I think that's wonderful.
Well, you're employed by the Kentucky Community and Technical College system.
Correct.
And so you're aware of so many of our students will go to the Community and Technical College system. For what we're doing with technology and then in these schools, is that going to better prepare our students to be successful in KCTCS?
Most definitely. The critical thinking skills that they're utilizing in the classrooms as far as technology, as we look at higher ed is becoming more and more web-based. They're doing a lot of things in the K through 12 with the computers and with technology and bringing the Facebooks and all the other instruments into the K through 12. And all of this is going to be critical as these students come to the college and realize that all their classwork is not going to be in the classroom. Some of them are getting degrees completely online. So I think what they're learning is going to be very beneficial.
Well, and I know in my experience with the community college system, students were not as successful in online classes because they weren't quite as prepared. But our students in this region here should be better prepared for that.
Especially the ones that are taking part in this. Yes, they will be.
Okay. So in light of what you're seeing here going on, what do you think about the future of Eastern Kentucky because of what's going on in K-12 education?
Well, I think what's happening here today is going to draw some positive attention to Eastern Kentucky and to Appalachia. I think that the negative stereotypes that have been widely publicized will be lessened, and hopefully what's going on today will take the spotlight and not the stereotypical negative things that you see now. So these students have an opportunity to utilize what they're learning, not only in the classroom, but they're learning things abroad as they go on to the computers and having relationships internationally with things that they're doing on the web. So I think this is going to give a whole new light to Eastern Kentucky. Hopefully it will make the students not only want to learn about what's going on in their area, but outside of Kentucky's walls.
Okay. Well, Sharlene, thank you so much for being a voice for people and being part of the National Advisory Council. So Sandy, are we getting ready to wrap up here? Well, it's only appropriate that we would end with you here as a member of our National Advisory Council. If you haven't had a chance to get on the holler.org to go out and look and see what's occurred today. Right now, as I'm looking out, I can see the collaboration of teachers and students, superintendents, K-12 leaders with some community partners. Students have been demonstrating some of their projects.
Yeah, I've been around and watched all their poster boards and looked and talked to the students, and they've done some good work.
So this has been an exciting day. We want to thank you all for watching us today. Remember that you can go to theholler.org and join some of those different units there. In particular, the Student Art Gallery. That's a very exciting thing. And if you want to learn more about us, you'll see the contact information there, so you can find out more about the Kentucky Valley Educational Cooperative, as well as our Race to the Top grant, which is called the Appalachian Renaissance Initiative. So with that, we'll bid you adieu.